Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the one true God, and Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I want to send salutations to all the Akim throughout the four corners of the earth, exalting the name of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in truth and in sincerity. Alright, so this lesson is going to be about this subject that's been going on in baseball, and it was brief. Thought it'd be a lot more controversial, but it was brief. About this pitcher, Clayton Kershaw, who took a hat that was established by the Major League Baseball organization, that had a rainbow-colored LA patch on it, on his hat, and they do this every year when they want to celebrate certain holidays. And the holiday that they're celebrating is a Pride edition of the hat, and it's a rainbow-colored LA because they play for the LA Dodgers. So he has this rainbow-colored LA, but he took the hat and had somebody stitch in it Genesis 9 and 12 through 16. All right, and basically it was a message to show that this is the true meaning of the rainbow. All right, because they took the rainbow and made it into something wicked, and that's ass backwards. All right, they took the something that God Himself made holy, or as a message for people to remember the things that He has done, something for believers to look at and be reminded of. They took it as something that they felt would represent them in their form of wickedness. All right, as far as like the homos or the homosexuals, that's what they use the rainbow for. All right, and it's a better look at it, at the hat. He used it for that, and he used it as a message to promote the Bible. Now, granted, whether he's of the nation of Edom or not, that will be determined when he faces the Lord. I don't know, but all I know is he's correct here. This is what the rainbow colors are to represent. The rainbow itself is supposed to represent what God meant it to be. All right. So let's go ahead and get that, because the rainbow was supposed to be a reminder of Him not flooding the earth again. Because when He flooded the earth, He flooded all the wicked, and 8 people survived. All right. Noah, his 3 sons, and their 4 wives, and all the animals that were on that ark. Genesis 9 and 13, it says, I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. All right, so people do get flooded out and die in floods, but that wasn't the purpose of the full purpose of the Lord flooding the earth. Well, He flooded the earth to destroy the wicked on the earth, but He's got another plan to destroy the wicked when He returns, and He's going to use fire. But if somebody gets caught up in a flood, I remember looking at Texas. Texas was so flooded. people's houses were just, you know, floating off, and cars were flooded. People were dying. Florida got flooded by a damn hurricane. Got all them damn reptiles. They were eating people and shit. But you know, that happened. All right. But that's just kind of just, you know, shit that just happens, natural disasters and shit. But that wasn't the Lord breaking his covenant. The Lord is talking about when he flooded the whole earth. All right, verse 16. It says, "And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will make upon it that I may remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth. And God said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth." All right. So that was a token and a covenant of God to put that bow in the sky. It was like a rainbow. All right. But of course, the wicked took that and used it as and turn it into a negative. All right, because now every time somebody see a rainbow, they think of something gay, and people don't even want to wear rainbow stuff because of that. If you're a heterosexual, so it didn't turn into something evil, man. Even myself, I won't even wear nothing that's got like rainbow shit in it. You know what I mean? It don't look right now because they didn't turn into something evil. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 26. It says the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grapes, and oil, and clothing. It says, and all these things are for good to do godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. All right? So they take the things that are used for godliness and turn it into evil. That's what they did with the rainbow, with the image of the rainbow. They took something that the Lord made holy, a covenant to the earth and to every living creature. They took it into something that was and turned it into something wicked. That's how they do it. They'll take something that is holy and turn it into something that is evil. All right. Same thing with the so-called Star of David, which is not a star at all. All right, but they took that image and turned it into something wicked. All right. That's why the scriptures talk about, saying, all forms of evil. They talked about how you don't want to be linked with sinners, or even have like the imagery. I can't think of the scripture off the top of my head, but it's like you don't want to be like involved with sinners, with their imagery. All right. Basically, you don't want to look like them and be like them. All right. So we kind of just shy away from it, like we don't need to put that on our garments and things of that nature. We just go elsewhere with it, So basically, the wicked have turned something that was righteous and tried to make it look wicked. So with that, all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai.